Good morning and welcome back to the channel. A couple of days ago I did a video on what my thoughts were about the FBI raid at Donald Trump's residence in Florida. And I said I wasn't going to comment on what transpired there until the news cycle went through the top to bottom and we could find out what was really all behind this. Well, it's been 72 hours since the raid occurred, which was Monday, and today is Thursday, the 11th of August, and we still don't know. What we do know is that Christopher Wray, Merrick Garland have been absolutely silent about what actually transpired in Florida at the FBI raid. And I think that tells us a lot about the direction of where this country is going. Stick around, I've got some additional thoughts and some other news that is really worth digging into, so stick around. So there certainly is a lot of things that we don't know. There's a lot of things that they don't want us to know. And I remain even more concerned and worried about the direction that this country's taken. I had heard in a couple of different places around the internet and places that I frequent when I try to pull my news of the day together, is that based on the Inflation Reduction Act and the increase in the IRS agent numbers from where it is now to an additional possibly 87,000 new agents, there was some talk about the job qualifications being posted on the IRS website, which has now been taken down, but one of the criteria was an ability to carry a weapon and use deadly force when needed. That's been taken down. Don't know if it was real, don't know what the background was on that, but here's what we do know. The IRS has purchased 5 million rounds of ammunition this year, just in the last few months. 3,151,500 rounds of pistol ammo, I think 40 caliber, 9mm, 350,000 rounds of shotgun ammo, and 1.5 million rounds of rifle ammo. Why does the IRS need to be weaponized in this fashion? What is it that they are expecting? This apparently is one of the most egregious, in my opinion, one of the most egregious abuses of the federal budget I have ever seen. Does the IRS truly need 5 million rounds of ammunition in order to do its job, which is to collect the taxes, process our tax returns, answer the phone when we call in for questions? Do they need that kind of firepower to be able to get your job done, get that job done? I think the job description is going to change and has already changed dramatically. I am very, very concerned about this latest development in what's going on in our federal government, in the Department of Justice, in the FBI, in the IRS, you name it. There's some big, big problems going on. I can't imagine who's behind this. it's very clear to me that Joe Biden doesn't even know if it's daylight or dark right now. So somebody's pulling the strings here that has their fingers on the pulse of what the left wing wants to do to this country. And Joe Biden is weak enough to just, well, okay, well, here we go. Yep, whatever they want, zero inflation. Yeah, that's what we got. Give me a break. The guy needs to retire. He needs to just plain go away. He is a danger to the office of president. He is a danger to this country. He is an absolute atrocious human being. As he gets on his plane and goes to South Carolina for a well-deserved vacation after all the successful policies that he's just recently gotten passed, and the fact that he's turned inflation around almost immediately. So, yeah, somebody's pushing somebody else's buttons here, and I remain very concerned about that. I saw on the news this morning that our FBI director, Wray, is pushing back on threats following the unprecedented raid on Trump. And he calls those threat makers deplorable and dangerous. I want to urge everybody that's watching this, that knows folks that are involved in this kind of activity, to put your cool shoes on and just chill out. We don't need the FBI weaponizing, we don't need the DOJ weaponizing against patriots and freedom-loving people. Making threats against law enforcement, against federal agents, against the leaders of those organizations is way beyond the pale. It's way beyond anything that's normal, rational, and reasonable. The day may come when we have to water the tree of liberty, but that day is not today. We are less than 90 days away from the midterm 2022 elections. And we've got about the only tool that we do have is our right to vote. And after what's happened in Florida with Donald Trump and what's going on in the federal government right now, I can't imagine anybody sitting back saying, well, it's not worth voting. We have got to get the masses out to vote. If you need to get a ride to your polling place, if you need any assistance whatsoever, reach out to your kids, reach out to your family, reach out to your friends, reach out to the local political party. I'm sure that there's somebody there willing to give you a ride to the polling place. So let's get out and vote. Let's make some changes. Let's not let them get away with it. And this nonsense about threatening federal agents, the police, the directors, the secretaries of the Attorney General, it just is going to backfire on us all. So maintain the calm, do whatever you can to keep the cool shoes on, and don't get wrapped up and don't get involved in this kind of rhetoric. Leave that to the leftists. Let them threaten. I heard this morning that all this activity may be really trying to get the patriots, the conservatives, the GOP to fire the first shot, which we would end up taking the blame for anything that happened after that. Don't let that happen. This is the Prepared Suburbanite, reminding you to be prepared always. and I'll see you all on the next video.